Hey fellow vault dwellers, it's Angry Turtle and today I'm going to revisit and review Gauss Minigun for 2023. A lot of things changed since I checked on this gun last time, so let's give it another shot. And just before we start, I want to show you the latest sales from G Fuel. All those products you can see in here, you can get 30% cheaper with code TURTLE. So please check it out, the link as usually in video description. Head there if you need some extra energy. And now, yes, I was testing it for about a week, trying to figure out what is it good for, what is not good for, what are the modifications that I would currently use, can it be used in VATS, outside of VATS, the splash damage. As you do not know, or maybe you do know, it is explosive. It is explosive weapon, it's built-in explosive effect, but it's not exactly the same as explosive bullets from the legendary effect. It is a little bit different. Let's start from the modifications. We have 3-barrel options, 3-barrel, penta-barrel. Those do offer increased fire rate, but penalty is accuracy and range. So we are losing accuracy and losing range. That's why I will stick with standard barrel. The biggest advantage of Gauss Minigun compared to other heavy guns is range and accuracy. If we trade that off, it's no longer worth it, and I will show you exactly what I mean when I will be showcasing this gun in a second. Then about the capacitor, we have couple options. The Tesla coil dynamo, that's just inferior one, you never want to use it. Then you have prime and regular Tesla coil capacitor. So those two, if we compare the prime capacitor and Tesla coil capacitor on regular enemies like super mutants and stuff like that, it ends up being the same damage. So those two basically output the same DPS. In case of Scorch Beast and Scorch enemies, prime capacitor will do superior damage. And other difference, obviously, this one will use prime ammo, this one will use regular 2mm ammo. So I usually like to go with Tesla coil capacitor, unless I would go for exclusive Scorch killer, Scorch Beast killer. If I am not going for that, Tesla coil capacitor. So let's start from the good thing. Look how nice is the accuracy if I aim down the sight, and recoil is almost non-existent. I do have as well the splash damage, the blue explosion, and as I was saying, this is not the same as bullet explode. It is slightly weaker, and the blast radius is like 50% smaller, so it's not the same thing. It's a weaker version of bullets explode legendary effect. And you can tell because I was testing 2-shot Gauss Mini versus blooded one, and in case of other options, other weapons, the 2-shot, if there is energy damage attached and explosion, would win. But in this case, it did not. The blooded and the 2-shot outputs about the same damage. Blooded is slightly, a little tiny bit stronger from my testing. So 2-shot is not the best option. If I switch to 2-shot, you can see there is accuracy penalty. So I'm trading off this perfect accuracy if I want to use 2-shot. So I'm going for a blooded as my recommendation for the prefix if you want to use this weapon. Now let's try to activate those pylons. It does look like the fight is going on and I have just 14 stimpaks. Maybe I can help with those 14 stimpaks. Let's see. Where's the boss? There's the boss. Fire! Okay, am I doing damage? I'm doing a little bit of damage, and now I'm removed from the battlefield. I'm really not spec for this fight, but it happened, it appeared here, so I'm trying to help. And now I said all of that, so you probably want my final verdict. is it the weapon for you? So we are here at Super Mutant Place, as those are like the best comparison to performance of everything we are using. I'm always here at least once, as level 100 Super Mutants are perfect target dummies. So is it worth it? And we need to consider competition to answer this question. So this is a good weapon. Unfortunately, if I would be to use it permanently, it will be because of blue projectiles. That's the strongest part, as otherwise I would go with Gatling Plasma. Yes, as well, spin-up weapon, similar like way of working. You spin up, it fires, ammo capacity, so on. The difference is you have way lower accuracy, as you can see, especially if you use two-shot. With Blooded, it's a little bit better. I have two-shot in here. The upside is damage. I don't know if you can see it in here, but damage-wise, almost twice the DPS of the Gauss. So that is a difference. That makes a difference. Whatever you say, the damage makes a difference. Being able to melt enemies so much faster, with ammo being simultaneously cheaper, as you can really craft a lot of prime plasma cores with very little resources, especially if you equip perks for that. So ammo, in my opinion, even cheaper, and damage twice. You double it, you have about twice the damage. And this weapon, the Gatling Plasma, unlike the Gauss Minigun, is tradable. So unfortunate news. Gauss Minigun still far from being the best. It is good, but cannot compete with Plasma. And that's a sad news. I really enjoy the blue projectiles. I really enjoy accuracy and minimalistic recoil. I need to deal with recoil and low accuracy wherever I use this weapon, but it compensates with the DPS greatly. In case of VATS usage, the same cost for Gatling Plasma and Gauss Minigun. Gauss Minigun, really not efficient in VATS. I was trying it with criticals. The Gatling Plasma puts out like 3 to 4 times higher damage with VATS criticals if you want to do that. The Gauss Minigun, no. It's for hip fire only. Accurate, low recoil, really cool blue projectiles. The problem? Damage. Damage is not there, and explosions are smaller than regular bullets explode, which make it not the best for tagging either. Regular bullets explode, ballistic weapons will be better for tagging. And that being said, this is updated review for Gauss Minigun. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you a lot for watching. As always, see you in the next one.